Are you overcomplicating the process of working on your golf swing? Well, then this is the video for you, because I see so many players neglect the importance of the setup and how that can affect your motion. So in this video, you'll learn exactly how to set up a practice station that'll ensure that you get the most out of your time. Let's get stuck in. A big misunderstanding in our game when it comes to practicing and translating it into performance and playing is the difference between what coaching looks like with the amateur golfer versus the professional, right? You spend a lot of time at tournaments and broadcasting events, and you can see that with that, you made mention earlier today that we see that a lot of what professionals are working is maybe not as complex as what amateur golfers think that they would be doing, correct?
Yeah, 100%. You see it so often in players that we alluded to this earlier. They're working on shallow in the club, lee wrist flexion, clearing the body out the way, all of these different things, and it gives your brain no relaxation. It doesn't let you think clearly over that golf shot. And I can tell you for a fact, tour players, the guys that we watch and girls that we watch at the top of their games, they're not thinking about a million and one things. And especially when it comes to coaching, this can be credit to the coach or credit to the golfers. And listen, there are variables. There are golfers that might think a bit more than less, and coaches that might do a bit more technical stuff than one another. But a lot of it, from my findings, especially this year being at events, has been it is so simple, or so much simpler to how you perceive things to be from a coaching standpoint of, again, these guys, these girls that are competing week in, week out, top of their game, they're not wanting to go through all these swing changes. They're making sure everything is in check before events, like setup, ball position.
Maintenance mode.
Exactly, maintenance. Love that word. Yeah. They're maintaining what they've got. If it's something, for example, recently we had the Open Championship and now some golfers have gone to the US to play. Links golf, it's a different game to the golf in the US, isn't it? You're trying to keep the ball low on links. When you get to the US, you're probably playing a bit more height. After playing a lot of links golf, ball position can change. Trying to do everything you can to keep it out of the wind and keep it low. You get to the US, now it's a different ball game. You need to get it up. So setup can change, ball position can change, body alignment and things can change. So those things need to be in check. And that's what I see the best coaches in the world do.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and we'll see that when they are working together on the range, they usually have a bit of a practice station, and that might be looking at their ball position, their alignment, certain things, just like weight distribution. Right? And when you travel a lot, day in, day out, you go to different events, you kind of lose that general calibration and feel for where you are for your stock positions. So having the little checkpoints, and why don't we go through some of those checkpoints?
Yeah, I think really simply, let's swap around. So ball position, really easy one. Lay a little cross down. Seen this millions of times. It looks so simple, but the best in the world are doing this. Right in the middle, again, if you're hitting relative iron, this ball position is going to want to change. I think also alignment as well. So you've got really clear cross, feet, but not only for the feet, where are the knees, where are the hips, where are the shoulders. We know that moving the ball position around is going to change body alignment. I mean, hop in there, Kerrod, and have a look, see what that's doing for you.
Yeah, so when I set up here, Trey, this is a great, immediately gives some awareness now to the distance between the inside of the front foot and this alignment stick down on the ground. Give me a good idea of where that ball is positioned within my stance. Also, a little added benefit here is club face angle, which I think we're going to talk about in a second. But just going from that, I can almost just get a reference and a feel of where my shoulders and my hips would be. It's good just to have a visual reference, because if you did this, or a player is down at the range and they get one of their buddies just to put lay a club down between their feet, they could sometimes be very surprised to see that it's all the way on the inside or the back foot. And then when they have that stick, they put one across their shoulders. It's quite easy to see how matched up or not matched up it actually is. So once we've got this body alignments sorted, general baseline for our setup, let's talk about how we can use this for our club face alignment.
Yeah, it's so good to have this little reference here for this one in particular. You can just match your club face leading edge up with that alignment stick, but also if you've got this one as well, you can have a look at your handle position as well relative to that middle line. Yeah,
so just using that as a reference down on the ground, then putting that behind the golf ball, for me that actually even looks a little bit closed, which then suggests that my face is slightly open. Now, this is not a rule across the board that you must do this. It's not a law. It is a bit of a variable, but for some players that are out there, they might have a club face which is very crooked and which is very back and forth. So just having some sort of reference there for club face alignment is great. So we've got body position, we've got club face alignment. What's the last one? Let's do something to do with let's go weight distribution that players can check before they hit the shot.
Yeah, I think for the brain, the setup's done there. Like we're square, feet are good, body's good, club face is good. It's about pulling the trigger. And we spoke about this in previous video. Keep some fluent kind of movement in the feet, like you do in there, Kerrod. Tapping the feet, bobbing the club up and down, just jigging around, getting ready to hit. As soon as you're comfortable, it's all about pulling the trigger and hitting your target.
Yeah, exactly. And that time under tension causes technique errors that we see with so many amateur golfers. Rather than the professional would set up, they would always be moving the same as any other sport.
It's a flow, isn't it?
Athletic, dynamic motion, Trey. So look, this is my practice setup that we've got. We've got our body alignments, we've got our ball positions set. Love that. And then the final little thing here is just feeling like my feet are always in constant motion. I'm nice and relaxed. Let's pull the trigger, see how this one comes out.
Thanks for watching this video. YouTube thinks that you would benefit from watching this one next. So click that card and it could be the tip that you need to take your game to the next level. I'll see you next time.